Alright, what is going on, my dudes? We are back here today on Patch Day, and as you guys know, I love Patch Day because we have 3 new buff champions to test out. And as you can see, I'm actually not on the CCP beta at the moment. I'm on my live account because I've had a 6-star rank 2 hood for a very, very long time at this point. A very long time. So as soon as the patch dropped, I jumped in and I said, I'm going to try this guy out, and we're going to showcase it today. Now, keep in mind, the hood is not meant for Realm of Legends Winter Soldier, okay? So we're not going to see like a super mega awesome impressive fight here against Winter Soldier. That's just not what we're going to do here. But what we're going to use Winter Soldier for is we're going to showcase his mechanics. I'm going to show you like his, we're going to build up a bunch of his hex pistols thingies, and then we're going to explode them all when we build a bunch, okay? So, also, we're going to talk about his buff a little bit here. So, the new buffed hood version 2.0, as some people call it, is essentially the same as the original buff, all right? Very, very, very similar. The only difference is there's now the Hex Seal or the Fate Seal on the Special 2, so there's almost no buffs on the opponent all the time because you have a very strong stagger every time you crit. He has a high crit rate, and also he has that consistent uptime on the Fate Seal. Look at this, man. Look at how we just keep the Fate Seal up, and also keep in mind you can refresh that Fate Seal with the heavy attack too. So overall, man, it's just a very, very strong buff control, mechanic on this guy. Now, the way his hex pistols work is that he puts on the opponent with a medium attack on the Special 2, and then when your opponent misses, you gain those hex pistols back after the invisibility ends, okay? So, that's kind of how his damage works. We want to really just chain up those hex pistols on the opponent. Keep in mind the Special 2 has a lot of hits, so that's going to be increasing the hit counter during this fight as well. All right, but as you can see, you start the fight, you start the invisibility naturally with a 120% chance to miss. Every time you miss, it goes down by 20%. And so 120, 180, 60%, right? That's why I'm kind of intercepting, like phase intercepting like ghosts in a way, because I know for a fact the first 2 are going to be guaranteed misses, and then after that 80% and whatnot, right? So yeah, it has a very strong miss mechanic. As you can see, we're almost building up to 50 of those hex pistol thingies on the opponent, okay? And at this point, we're going to try and explode them now in just a second after we do one more Special 2. We have 52 of them. Let's see the big Special 2 damage. Let's check it out. No, not yet. Not yet. All right, in just a second, we're going to go for it right here. Boom, that was big, over 200,000 burst damage. That's a lot. Keep in mind, Winter Soldier has over about 550,000 health. So, Hood is not going to be like a mega awesome damage dealer. He's going to be like a super mega awesome buff control champion who can dish out some good damage and has some nice utility. All right, that's what this guy's going to be. He's not going to be the next Cosmic Ghost Rider. Don't expect that from this guy. He never was going to be that. He wasn't that after his first initial buff. But if you build up an absolute crap ton of those debuffs, man, you're going to get some good damage from this guy, and that's just the way it is. Now, keep in mind, there are also other ways to increase his damage. By the way, if you go for the Special 1, there's a Shock. If you go for the Special 3, there's a Bleed that you can consistently refresh as well. But that was, Realm of Legends Winter Soldier. We're going to jump into a couple fights here that actually are good for the hood. So give me 1 second here. And we're going to jump into a lane that the hood is really, really good for. Now, this is Resistor, okay? Also immune to bleed, poison, arm breaks, whatever. But the reason why he's good for Resistor is because if you run a little bit of Mystic Dispersion, well, whenever you nullify buffs, man, you're going to be able to really chain those Special 2s, keep all buffs off of the opponent, pretty much be invisible the entire time. Keep in mind your damage is going to be up when you're invisible as well, and you're going to be consistently able to miss the, make the opponent miss. So once you get to that first Special 2, you'll see the fight's pretty much going to be in our control here. So check this out right here. Okay, we're going to go for a Special 2, and watch our power, boom. Right back up. Only 3 out of 5 Mystic Dispersion. Every time you nullify a buff, really cool right there. Every time you nullify a buff, you gain one of the Hex Pistols back, okay? So that's really good because that lets you continue your damage rotation, right? So yeah, one thing that's very important to keep in mind when you're playing as the hood, you have to remember just exactly how many hits you took into the current invisibility that you're in, all right? Because like right there, I didn't even, there's no reason for me to dex that Special 1 because I hadn't missed at all. That medium as well, I knew I had a 100% chance to miss, right? So you have to keep in mind how many times you missed on your current invisibility cycle. That way you know if you can miss the next hit that you're about to take, okay? So for example, I have 2 right here. Boom, there's 1. Gonna go right for the heavy attack, explode them. That was a fantastic fight. So fights like this for the Hood, man, this is where the Hood's gonna shine, and I think that he's gonna do really, really well in these scenarios. And as you can see, he just did do well. This is 6.3.3. This is an end game level fight. One of the toughest resistor lanes in the game. We could do another fight here too. I'm a little blurry at the moment. Don't know why. I'm gonna put my hand up to try and focus it. It's not working. Just ignore me. Look at that. Look at that. That stuff's better to look at anyway. So as you can see, we're going into the next fight with the Hex Pistols a little bit low, and that's one bad thing I find about the Hood now, is that if there aren't buffs to take advantage of, you're gonna find yourself almost running out of Hex Pistols. Now you can control this, okay, if you do like medium, light instead of doing a double medium, right? But as you can see, you nullify 10 buffs and you get an absolute crap ton of pistols back. So there are definitely a lot of ways, you know, to play this guy effectively, okay? Now, keep in mind, against champions like Drax, you'll notice that his medium attacks, I believe, have 2 hits, right? So, if you get hit by like a double medium, for example, that's going to bring your invisibility chance 120% down to 80%. So right there, I just got hit because of that, right? Keep that in mind. That's just the little tiny things to just keep in mind when you're playing this guy, okay? But also at the same time, big damage, right? Really nice big damage against normal health pools. And when I say normal health pools, I mean like 300,000 and below. So he has really good utility. I love the invisibility mechanic. It takes a little bit to get used to. As you can see, I'm still fudging around with it a little bit too, but if you're a Ghost player, it's going to come pretty naturally to you, and it's going to feel very effective. It feels very, very effective, and in any scenario where there are buffs, he's going to feel very, very powerful. Now, I do have one more fight I want to show you, and I put some synergies on the team for the Hood, and I completely synergized him out, and we're going to see that. So the damage with this team is really, really good. I like this one a lot. So if we check it out here, we have this one, knocking the opponent down, loads 3 bullets. Invisibility starting chance is 140%, just some critical rating and some health. This one's really cool. Gain some more attack rating right there. This one plus 25% invisibility duration, and then with Strife, this is the really good one. This is what I thought it was. Gain plus 50% attack rating while invisible. That's a big one for the Hood, man, because you're invisible almost the entire fight with this new update, and this is a really, really good synergy for that, man. Really good synergy. So let's take a look. All these champions, all 5 champions here are so good too. All so good. So let's take a look. This is pretty cool, man. This is a solid team of like 5 very unique champions. So also you can throw Ghost on the team, by the way, to start invisible, but it seems unnecessary when you could just go invisible like that. But one thing that's really cool about the Mole Man synergy now is that when you knock the opponent down, you gain 3 Hex Pistols, right? So when you go for the special 2, you're going to gain 3 bullets, which is really, really nice, actually, and it definitely keeps your bullets topped up. Ignore that. Definitely ignore that. I wish that the invisibility timer was a little bit faster, all right, so that it was easier to like bait out heavy attacks while doing it, but hey, that's all right, man. So as you can see, the damage on the special 2 is definitely a lot better with the Strife synergy as well as the other attack synergies and whatnot. But yeah, as you can see, man, for those long like bullet type, right, special attacks like the Winter Soldier special 2, gives you a lot of bullets, man. It gives you a lot of bullets because you have a % chance to miss a lot of those bullets, right? So that's going to be really good for keeping your Hex Pistols up, all right? Now, here with the special 2 again, right, put a lot of those Hex Pistols on the opponent. As you can see, he's up to 31. Now, I'd say any ordinary fight in like Act 6, Act 7, at this point, you go for a heavy attack, the fight would pretty much be over. But Winter Soldier has a lot of health points, right? A lot of health points, no buffs. So it's going to keep stacking up those Hex Pistol thingies, whatever they're called, hexes, on the opponent as much as we possibly can, all right? So we're at 42 at the moment. We're 100 hits in, give or take, because we took that heavy attack, maybe 90 hits in, give or take, right? But like I said, his hit counter is going to be inflated a bit because of the special 2. He's not a mega damage dealer. He is going to be mostly a utility champ, all right? Utility champ who can deal out some nice damage in a nice bursty way, which is really, really good. Now, as you can see, the Mole Man synergy is doing a really good job keeping us topped up on these bullets, okay? So you'll notice that. Now we have 55. We went for the heavy attack there, but he went for his special attack. That's all right. That's totally fine. We're going to keep building a little bit higher now. We're going to go for the invisibility, all right? And now, heavy attack. 240,000 burst damage. That's a lot of damage, guys, from a 6-star rank 2. A lot of damage. So yeah, this guy is definitely really good, I think. He's cool, man. Like, I feel like this buff could have been done 6 months ago. You know what I mean? Like, back when the hex was, taken away, I feel like they could have just thrown it back in and gotten this done kind of quicker. Because I feel like he's not a game-changing champ. He's not going to be like a top Mystic champ. I don't think he's cool. He's good. I can see myself using him occasionally. But I don't know. I don't think he's too overpowered at all, which was, what some developers were like scared of with the hex seal and the stagger and everything. I don't think that's the case at all. I think he's cool. I think he's going to be useful. I think people are going to like him. And if you really like this guy, dude, I'm really happy for you. That's awesome. But anyway, my dudes, that's going to be it for this video. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, drop your boy a big old like. Comment what you think about the hood buff in the comment section below. I think it's kind of cool. Let me know what you think. Hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of the Venom Pool or King Groot gameplay coming to you very, very soon. I'll be seeing you around.